ROS. Let's actually talk about why ROS exists, because the name is kind of misleading people and its functionality is a little bit obscure. ROS is called the Robot Operating System, but ROS is not an operating system. ROS runs on top of Linux. ROS is more like a set of drivers and infrastructure that allows you to reuse code in different robots. And once this idea clicks, everything else about ROS makes sense. Here's the situation before ROS existed. Roboticists were spending most of their time rewriting code from scratch for every single robot, instead of actually doing innovation in robotics. Every sensor, every motor, every robot had its own way of talking to whoever was programming it. You'd write a navigation algorithm for one robot, and then you will need to start completely over for the next robot. ROS fixes that problem by providing a layer that separates hardware from software by using ROS drivers. Now, a few things that show that ROS is genuinely great. First is the hardware abstraction. ROS standardizes how you talk to sensors like LiDAR and cameras, and to actuators like motors and grippers, so you write your high-level logic without worrying about the low-level driver's details. You don't care whether the robot has this LiDAR model or this other LiDAR model. You just subscribe to the topic, and then you get the data from the LiDAR. Second, you stop reinventing the wheel. For most common robotics problems, there is already an open-source ROS package available. The navigation stack, the motion planning with MoveIt, or visualization with RViz. Those tools already exist, written and maintained by the community. You are not writing a path planner from scratch in 2026. Writing one from scratch would be a waste of time. You just use the ones that ROS provides. Third, the programming language doesn't log you in. You can have a node written in Python talking to a node written in C++ in a complete seamless way. So you can use Python when you want to speed of development and C++ when you need raw performance. Both in the same robot in the same system. And fourth, the one that I think is most underrated. Simulations are built in. ROS lets you simulate your robot in any environment before deploying anything in the real world. And tools like Gazebo even let you simulate robots that you don't physically own. That capacity is the whole reason you can learn robotics without a robot sitting on your desk if you are using ROS. A quick aside, if learning about ROS is making you want to actually do robotics for a living, the Construct Robotics Developers Masterclass takes you from zero to job ready in robotics. It's fully online. Check the links below. Well, ROS isn't some university toy that stayed in the lab. A professor at Carnegie Mellon put the point very well. ROS has become the lingua franca of the robotics world for connecting sensors, actuators, and processing elements. Without ROS, getting even the basic robotics project off the ground takes a tremendous amount of effort and time. ROS shows up in self-driving car development, integrating LiDAR, cameras, and GPS for perception and decision-making. In companies are using ROS for industrial arms, doing pick-and-place and welding. ROS also runs in humanoid robots for navigation and grasping. Different hardware, different industries, same underlying framework. Because once you learn how nodes and topics of ROS work, that knowledge will just carries over. Here's the part that actually matters for you practically. You can install ROS, fire up a simulated robot in Gazebo, and start publishing and subscribing to real topics of sensor data, motor commands, and all that. All this without even touching a physical robot. ROS gives you the tools to visualize and record the data, navigate the package structure, and script the whole setup yourself. And the moment you understand nodes, topics, and that publish-subscribe pattern on one robot, you basically understand the same pattern for every robot. That understanding is the actual payoff. You are not learning a single tool, You're learning the architecture that the entire field agreed on. So that's ROS. Not operating system, not magic, just a really well thought out way of letting independent pieces of a robot talk to each other, with simulation and a massive open source community sitting right behind the framework. If you want to actually get your hands on the nodes, the topics, the simulations, the whole stack, that's exactly what we walked through in the Robotics Developers Masterclass. Links below if you want to start playing with the tools yourself.